I mean, we've been out in the field. We've never stopped, right? And the most wonderful thing about social media is that people can actually follow and chart your progress. We have been out in the field constantly. COVID, it was a very difficult time for us over the last 3.5 years. I don't think any government has ever had to experience or had to deal with what we had to deal with coming in. And we caught Barbadians, I guess, at their most vulnerable. It was a challenging time. And through it all, Team Abrams, the office, the branch, the government, we rallied to support the most vulnerable in our communities. And that involved being out there, trying to help them deal with their complaints, their concerns, trying to provide tangible support, whether it be in relation to care packages, to vouchers, to general assistance, whatever avenues of assistance the government could provide. We pushed to make sure our people in Christchurch East got assistance with that. Then we had to deal with the freak storm and the ashfall and the hurricane. Any one of those by themselves would have crippled a country or brought a government down. And we had to deal with those on top of COVID. And the fact that we are still here standing is testimony to how well we've actually worked as a government to try to address the needs of our people in this most challenging time. So I'm smiling because as we are on the ground now for an election, people, Bajans tend to not get excited until an election is called. And if you go in and ask people, like, what you're feeling, they're non-committal. From the time that election was called, and we went out, we got the honking of the horns, we got the shows of support, we got people calling in to pledge their support. We probably have more people working in our campaign this time than probably last time, and that says a lot. And those are not even people that we went out and pulled. People have been volunteering their support. So my smile is a smile of that good feeling that comes when you know that you've tried to have your people's back. And at the critical time, the people have stepped forward and said, no, we got your back too. So that's what my smile is about. Right. So last elections, we had at least 2 meetings a night. And we do those around the national meetings. But there are a lot of constituencies, there are a lot of communities in this constituency that we have to reach out and touch. And the messaging is different, right? What I need to tell the people in Silver Sands is not what I need to tell the people in Parish Land, right? What I need to tell the people in Parish Land is not what I need to tell the people in Southern Heights. The needs are different, the concerns are different. So we need to touch base with all of our people during this time. We're doing a combination of virtually, we're doing a combination of electronically, and we're also going to have the meetings, but it's going to be a lot different. We're not encouraging and trying to get our people necessarily out in large numbers for the spot meetings. We're going to go into your area and we're going to talk with you. Right? If we can do it even more informally, we're going to do that as well. But our campaign is being organized, directed, and conducted with the strictest adherence to the COVID protocols and bearing in mind the safety of our people. If one person in my campaign team gets sick because of a risk that we took, it's not worth it. If anybody was to get worse than sick, it was not worth it. So we're going to do all we can to have a full campaign, an effective campaign, a thorough campaign. But we're going to do it bearing in mind the safety that we need to have, not just for our people, but for those in the wider constituency.